Everyone, today we're talking about the Chinese stock market crash, which is currently going on right now. In case you didn't know, yes, the Chinese stocks are in crash mode right now. They've dropped more than 20%, which means we are in a crash territory. And I've just seen an article that's just come up, and it's now got to the point where it's the worst place the stock market has been in the Chinese stock market for 4 years, which is quite a long time when you think about it. So it's not great at all, and I'm just going to quickly cover a couple of the stocks that I think a lot of people are bothered about, and just my opinions on what to do right now. So I've put the 4 stocks that I feel like are the most invested in, or the most talked about and the most followed, and the ones that get the most interest, and that's Tencent, Alibaba, JD, and Baidu. Tencent down 42% so far from its highs. Alibaba's down 33%, JD 54%, and Baidu's down about 30%, so the least of them all out of all the stocks. But somewhere on this point, if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in Chinese stocks, and you're probably affected by this, and this is how much you possibly could be down. I'm down quite a bit on Alibaba. That's the Chinese stock that I follow, but anyone, you could be interested in them. All 4 kind of have their own individual interesting points why you would be invested into them, and all kind of investable, really good companies, really overall. And it's kind of pain in the backside that these are down massive. And overall, I think the kind of worrying thing about the Chinese stock market right now is that I don't think it's actually hit its bottom. That there's potential for these to go a little bit lower than what they have done. The biggest toll on this thing that's causing this is the Chinese trade war. For sure, I think if the Chinese trade war was not happening right now, we would see a lot of these stocks up quite a bit. I know that out of them all, I'm most familiar with Alibaba. I know that stock very well. That's why I invested into it. And I feel like if Alibaba wasn't in this trade war right now, it wouldn't be down 33%. I reckon it would be going up towards the 220 mark, above there. So I think that's what's caused the biggest toll on it all. When you look actually in the fundamentals of the companies, they're all pretty strong companies, and I think until this Chinese trade war gets solved, I don't see these 4 stocks going up much at all. And judging from the outside right now, it does seem like we're quite far away from the China trade war getting solved. It seems like there's still quite a few spats going on, especially from Donald Trump's side of it. So even though I like a lot of these stocks and I recommend these a lot as a buy, I feel like these stocks could go down a little bit more. And from my point of view, I'm not adding any more shares in these companies. I will not add any more shares into these companies until the China trade war is solved. And even if it means missing out a couple of gains, I think just to play safe, I don't want to get invested in until I know that's safe, and because the fundamentals of these companies are strong and they will go up. But I think just because of the China trade war, it's just going to keep pulling them down until it gets solved. And I'd rather get in when I know that it's safe, and then the fundamentals of these companies will help them recover from the stock market. So that's kind of my opinion, guys, and I thought I'd share that with you because I know a lot of people are trying to get advice about Chinese stocks, and like me, you more than likely probably like one of these on the list and you want to invest in them. But that's my opinion, guys, is that I'm waiting until the trade war's solved. It's your choice, guys, on if you wait as well or if you invest now and keep adding shares as it keep going down. That's your choice, guys, but that's what I'm going to do, and I thought I'd share that one with you for all the people that are on this channel that follow Chinese stocks, and I thought it would be just helpful advice from some of you that are probably looking for a little bit of advice on YouTube and sharing these ideas out with everyone. So guys, give it a like, subscribe. I'll be covering quite a few more stocks recently because there's a lot going on in the stock market, and I'll see you on the next video.